I'm Lowdermilk, and coming up on WVU Sports, one Mountaineer is finishing where he started, both on the court and in the classroom. Our Emmy Award-winning WVU News continues next. I'm Lowdermilk, and coming up on WVU Sports, a familiar name makes his transition from black and yellow to the gold and the blue to follow in his father's footsteps. I'm Lowdermilk, and coming up on WVU Sports, I'll tell you what Mountaineer let Country Roads keep him home while trying to bring a championship back to the Mountain State. Our Emmy Award-winning WVU News starts now. At the end of the 2022 season, the team saw Sean McNeil, Isaiah Cottrell, and Fairmont native Jalen Bridges enter the transfer portal, leaving Bob Huggins left to rebuild after a disappointing season. One player, however, decided to stick it out. Kedrian started 30 of 32 games last season, averaging 5 points per game, shooting 42% from the field. During his time with the Steelers, Blaine coached 3 Pro Bowl wide receivers and helped Pittsburgh capture an AFC North championship in 2020. Matthews and the Mountaineers unfortunately fell in the first round of the NCAA tournament to the Maryland Terrapins, ending their season. Emmett made his 99th career start for the Mountaineers on senior night against Kansas State. After a short road trip to Kansas and Iowa State, the Mountaineers return home one last time to a sold-out crowd for senior night. Maggie, Catherine, back to you. Thanks, Catherine. Maggie. Before hitting the road to compete in the NCAA tournament, the WVU men's basketball team honored their seniors in front of a sold-out crowd at the Coliseum, including one player who has both started and finished his career here in Morgantown. Emmett Matthews Jr. started his college career with the Mountaineers, but in spring of 2021 transferred for his 4th year of eligibility. But like they say, Country Roads always brings you home. After transferring to the University of Washington for the 2021 to 2022 season, Emmett Matthews Jr. came back to the Gold and the Blue to finish out his final year of eligibility with Coach Huggins and the Mountaineers.
I came back here to win games. I didn't come back here to average 20 points. I didn't come back here to score a bunch of buckets. I came back here to try to do something special with this team, and obviously we've been off to a slow start in Big 12, and right now we're trying to correct it all.
Matthews has been a critical part of the Mountaineers squad since his arrival in 2018, playing every game of his sophomore season and helping WVU secure a 3 seed in the NCAA tournament his junior year.
Emmett made his 99th career start for the Mountaineers on senior night against Kansas State.
During his time in Morgantown, Matthews has averaged 7.3 points per game, shooting 42% from the field, and even had a career-high 20-point game this season against Iowa State.
He gives us great length to defend. I think that's one of the really big advantages that he gives us is his length. But he's a good rebounder. He can shoot it as you saw today. He makes free throws. He does a lot of things for us.
Matthews graduated in December of 2022 with a bachelor's degree in sports management. And though his time in the Gold and the Blue may be coming to an end, he'll always be a Mountaineer. The WVU basketball team saw a lot of changes from last season. Hitting the transfer portal in the offseason, the team underwent a total overhaul, but one familiar face stuck around to see it through. WVU 5th-year guard Kedrian Johnson is the only returning starter from the 2021-2022 season and is looking to help his team make a final push into March.
For me personally, since I've been here, except for my first year here, I feel like our backs have always been against the wall, and I think that's what we thrive the most, when our back against the wall, people count us out. I think that motivates us to come out and win games.
Kedrian started 30 of 32 games last season, averaging 5 points per game, shooting 42% from the field.
So far this season, Kedrian has averaged 10.2 points per game and even posted a Division I career-high 22 points twice this season against Texas and Iowa State. And Coach Bob Huggins says these next few games mean even more for Kedrian and the rest of the team.
This is it for Keedy. So I think they're starting to realize, hey man, you know, I don't want to have to go through what we went through a year ago.
After posting a 16-17 record and failing to make the NCAA tournament last season, Kedrian and the Mountaineers, with their backs against the wall, look to go dancing with the rest of the Big 12 later in March.
Edie Johnson.
On January 20th, 2023, West Virginia University announced the hiring of Blaine Stewart as the Mountaineers' new tight ends coach. Blaine is the son of the late former WVU head coach Bill Stewart, who spent 11 years with the Mountaineers, including 3 seasons as the head coach. But current head coach Neil Brown says Stewart got this job based on his own merits.
When we started going in the direction of how we were going to organize, like multiple staff members brought me Blaine's name and said, hey, listen, this guy can coach. He's been with the Steelers for 5 years.
Stewart spent the last 2 years working as the assistant wide receivers coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers and was a coaching assistant for Mike Tomlin from 2018 to 2020. During his time with the Steelers, Blaine coached 3 Pro Bowl wide receivers and helped Pittsburgh capture an AFC North championship in 2020. Stewart is no stranger to Morgantown, playing football at Morgantown High School before playing collegiately at James Madison and the University of Charleston. Stewart says that he is ready to help produce a product that not only the university, but the state will be proud of.
When I pull in this parking lot, you know, it brings back a lot of memories. So every day I'm appreciative, but right now we're just focused on spring ball, trying to get better as a team, offense, position group, all that.
Stewart will make the same man trip his father made this coming fall, but as for building his own legacy at WVU, he plans to leave no doubt.
Leave no doubt tonight. Leave no doubt tonight. No doubt.